What you are about to hear is actually strictly forbidden to watch. As the current king of Zamunda, I have strong objections of this tool. This Devlog wants you to explore. The name of the tool is Camunda, and it is this foolish game developer that also has the dubious name of Pimped Pixel. Use this tool to quickly make an asset pipeline instead of using this for normal business process management that we love and like. Look, I find this use of tools disturbing. If you use it and you are disappointed, it might rub off badly on the Zamunda name. So please, don't spread its uses any more than you need to.
Hi all, and welcome to another installment of my pixel parody devlog. As an indie game developer, time is our most scarce resource. As we all know, starting a new project is fun. Maybe you are in the stage of prototyping right now. And maybe you're just finding out what is fun to play and what's not. Probably you are already a bit in love with your game. And you feel confident that it will be awesome. No worries at all. But then that day arrives that your game needs assets in bulk. And things are getting tedious. For me, that was the moment that I needed a lot of voice acting WAV files that all needed to match a nice displayable text and a mouth animation driven by a mouth cue JSON file. Let's take a look at what a typical voiced character needs in matter of assets.
We want to change the world by connecting all people through meta.
What I did first was to write down all dialogue. Then recorded that line of dialogue multiple times and picked the best one. But it bothered me that I needed to put the text with the corresponding UID in the script that matched the wave and mouth cues. Instead of that, I wanted to process them in bulk. In another devlog, I mentioned a tool made by me to convert the dialogue wave to mouth cues, so that piece of the puzzle was in place. And I made an available REST API, so I could use it in an automation orchestration. One of the missing links was Whisper from OpenAI. Whisper is a machine learning model that recognizes speech very well and returns written text. It is created by OpenAI and was first released as open source software in September 2022. I learned about this tool from some well-known AI channels, and when I learned that this tool was given to the public as open source, I knew that I could use that to solve one of my biggest problems. Especially the fact that I could run it locally in a Docker environment was really a treat. Now I could automate everything full circle. I will share a link to the open source page that has a lot of info how to incorporate this into your workflow. The wave to text conversion from Whisper is much better than anything that came before that. I tried the Google Voice API service several years ago, and there was a service that I could not use offline. There was also a free tier limit, and you had to pay dollars to use the service more extensively. I also tried Sphinx in the past, but that is actually only suitable for a trained voice. And this is not so usable, as my voice acting will differ greatly because of the nature of my game is doing parodies. Another missing link was some sort of orchestrator to be able to make a flow of tasks that can deliver the assets in a nice bundled package. This bundled package could then be dropped into the mini adventure structure without a lot of effort. Providing a line of script with an UID together with the spoken text is at the moment a manual job, but the error-prone part of the UID matching is gone. I wanted some tool where I could design the flow, write a Java task to call my lipsync REST API service, a task to convert WAV files to a specific format and then convert that WAV to text with Whisper, and in the end, a final task to bundle the results once all the intermediate tasks have finished. So let's demo what I made to support the lip-sync processing in the pixel parody game. And if you watch the character I made especially for this video, you have seen what I needed to do to make that happen. I hope you recognize it from the crummy voice acting of Jeffy Joffer.
The King of Zamunda.
If you have never seen Coming to America, please do. It's a great comedy classic with Eddie Murphy as the Prince of Zamunda, looking for a bride that he can really fall in love with. First thing my tool does is picking up the file, with the help of the Camel framework. Every file dropped in the folder will be processed and goes through the process shown here. Of course, what is shown here is one file, but it can be done in a batch too. For it to be processed by Whisper, I needed to convert the format of the WAV file to 16 kHz. After that, it could be fed into the Whisper REST API call task. Parallel to that, the original WAV file goes to my homebrew lipsync process. That in turn delivers the lipsync JSON file. In the meantime, the text recognized by Whisper is written line by line into a text file for each WAV file that has been processed. As you can see, it directly makes a piece of script that can be dropped into the adventure script.
Professor, could we have a look at those papers I submitted?
Shown here is the original WAV file, but now matching with the corresponding UID that also matches the text in the script part. And of course, also matches the lipsync file that contains the lipsync cues in JSON format.
Professor, could we have a look at those papers I submitted?
So, that is the end result of the single recording that I processed with this Camunda tool. Hopefully, some people start thinking about automating their asset processing too and are inspired by this. Well, as you can see, this devlog was chock full of bits and bobs, and as I pieced it together, leave a comment if you like more of these ramblings about the rarely seen processes that a game developer needs to make once in a while. And also, please subscribe, even if Jeffy Joffer does not agree with that, and hit the notification bell. Till next time, bye.